Today let's hook the Wizard of Oz blanket pattern together. 3 needle knitting. Through this fabric we can grasp 1. Lock stitch crochet method. 2. Pick up the long needle method of the outer thread of the lock stitch. Method 3. Crochet method of long needle. 4. Crochet method to pick up stitches from the previous row. 5. Crochet method of long needle non-marking upright needle. How do I get the thread? We'll line through the seam between the little and ring fingers of the left hand. It goes backwards and forwards through the seam between the middle and index fingers, back to front behind the index finger. Homeopathically pass it between the thumb and middle finger and pinch it. Then take the crochet, place the crochet behind the line. It's a loop from the bottom up, then pull from the back of the line. A coil is formed in the crochet. Use your thumb and middle finger to pinch where the coils are crossed. Let's hook 20 to lock pins. The crochet thread is pulled out of the coil on the crochet. Just hook the first lock pin. Then the crochet tape is hooked out of the coil on the crochet. Hook second lock pin. Use the same method to hook another 20 lock pins. We hooked a total of 20 to lock pins. Then take the first line. In the first line, let's hook the seamless upright needle first, and 21 long needles. Next, let's hook the seamless upright needle first. Hook a lock pin first, then insert the needle on the 22nd locking pin. Hook a short needle. Then crochet. Insert the needle on this edge on the outside of the short needle mesh. Hook another short needle. We hook the first seamless upright needle. Then we put on the top little braid needle. Make a mark buckle. Then we crochet the long stitches in turn. Crochet winding pick a thread on the locking needle. Then crochet with thread to hook out. After checking out, you can see there are 3 coils on the crochet. Crochet with thread. Hook out the first 2 coils of crochet. Then crochet with thread. Hook out the back 2 coils on the crochet. We hook the first long needle. Then use the same method to hook a long needle again. Crochet winding. There are 2 coils on the crochet. Then insert the needle at the lock needle. Pick up a thread on the lock pin. Then crochet with thread. There are 3 coils on the hook out crochet. Then crochet with thread. Hook out the first 2 coils on the crochet. Crochet with string to hook out the last 2 coils on the crochet. We hook the second long needle. And then we find in each of the subsequent lock stitches. Both crochet a long needle. The first line can hook a total of 21 long needles. We take the first line, then we will take the pieces from, turn right to left. We start the second line on the reverse side of the weave. First hook a seamless upright needle. We lengthen the coil on the crochet a little bit, then crochet it backwards. There are 2 coils on the crochet, the middle finger of the right hand. Press and hold the 2 coils on the crochet, then insert the needle. Then hook the needle for metabolism. Tick. Crochet on line. Hook the first 2 coils on the crochet. The crochet line hooks out the last 2 coils on the crochet. And we do a little marking on the braid pin. Then we need to pick the needle from the first row to crochet the second long line of stitches. The position of picking the needle and entering the needle is on the left side of the needle purpose. Crochet winding. Insert the needle and pick up both sides of the braid needle. Crochet. There are 3 coils on the crochet. Then crochet with thread. Hook out the first 2 coils of crochet. Crochet with line, hook out the back 2 coils on the crochet. We hook the first long needle, then we hook the second long needle. Crochet with thread on crochet. There are 2 coils inserted on the left side of the needle mesh. Crochet. There are 3 coils on the crochet. Crochet with line, hook out the first 2 coils on the crochet. Crochet with line, hook out the back 2 coils on the crochet. We hook the second long needle. Then we pick up each needle in the first row. Hook a long needle in turn. The second line can hook a total of 21 long needles. The last stitch is inserted at the position of the marked buckle. We tick the second line, turn the branch from right to left, then continue to tick again in the same way. 9 long needles are enough. Third line, or hook a standing needle and 21 long needles. Pull up the coil. Press the coil on the crochet with your middle finger. Crochet around the needle. Crochet with line, hook out. Crochet with line, hook the first 2 coils on the crochet. Crochet with line, hook out the back 2 coils on the crochet. Then make a mark on the braid needle. Then hook 21 long needles. Crochet with thread. Needle insertion. Crochet with thread hooked out. There are 3 coils on the crochet. Crochet with line, hook the first 2 coils on the crochet. Crochet with line, hook the last 2 coils on the crochet. Fourth line. Fifth line. Line 6. Line 7. Generally good. After 11 lines are done, finally we give him a disconnection treatment. And put the tail line into the film.